you ever thought about the prospect that if people don't have jobs, income tax obviously won't be payable by many people because they'll have no income? What happens to the Medicare levy, the Medicare rebate that people pay in contribution to their income tax? Have you thought about that? Have they thought about that? Of course they have. Of course they have. Because they knew that this was all going to happen. And it's going to be the same to the UK, Canada, maybe not so much in America because they're a different party, a different group. So I did a little search. If AO takes many jobs, how will the Medicare rebate be paid? And they came up with this. This is AI just telling me this stuff, right? This is just through Google. I don't use the AI platforms. So it just says that if Medicare rebates will likely, I love the word likely, reminds me of the COVID days, it's likely contributed to blah, blah, blah. Likely to be safe and effective. Likely. But anyway, will likely be paid through a combination of strategies that address both the economic impact of job displacement and the evolving health landscape. That sounds like a lot of word salad, doesn't it? This includes 1. Funding your taxes on an AI-driven production or robotic license. You have a robot license, so you won't have an income. You won't pay your Medicare. It'll be your robot license that you'll have to pay. Wow, have you heard about this? There'll be a robot license. Okay, 2. Potential governments subsidies such as UBL, Universal Basic Income. Okay, so what you're going to get a universal basic income and then you'll still be taxed on it, or that will contribute some of your Medicare levy will come off that. So you still get an income. So you'll still have to maybe load your tax return because you might have some assets they might want to steal from you, or make sure you have your unrealised capital gains put into place. See how it's all working out in a plan? They've got things lined up very, very tightly so that nobody can escape this Carmageddon of disaster and wealth theft. Okay, I'm muddling my words because I'm friggin' pissed off at this. Because you have a look, Starmer in the UK is having big dramas over there. He's a parasite too. But anyway, number 3, adjustments to Medicare payment models to accommodate AI-driven healthcare advancements to ensure access to care. So it'll be, if you're sick, you have to get a robot do your doctoring for you, or your operation has to be done through a clinical trial through a robot who really we can say malfunctioned and accidentally chopped your head off, or accidentally took the wrong kidney out. All of these things. It's very, very uncertain times, and I'm not liking any of it. And again, I will say, please watch Soylent Green. Please watch Logan's Run. Please watch those movies or television shows, whatever you want to call them. They're a bit old, but you need to watch them. Go back and watch 1984. Go and watch all of them. Brave New World, all of them. Watch them all, because it will give you an inkling of what's happening and what is going to be round the next corner. And I don't like corners when there's somebody sneaking up behind me. No, I don't like it at all. So, yeah. But have you ever thought about it? When nobody has jobs anymore, doesn't mean you're free of paying income tax. Oh, no, they'll just devise something else. Yeah, you'll have to pay your UBI tax. Wow. They've got this tied up very nicely. They've probably got a big bow on the end of it too. Maybe they'll make that into a noose for everybody. So you can go and... but I'm not going to go there. But anyway, this is fascinating, isn't it? What else have they saying here? Robot license is a license fee for AI and automation systems, similar to the professional license, which may be revenue directed towards social programs like Medicare. Wow. Government subsidiaries. Okay. If AI significantly reduces the need for human labour, governments might need to implement universal basic income or other forms of subsidies to ensure citizens can afford healthcare or other necessities. What about paying your bills? What about, saving something for a rainy day? What about, just being a human being? None of that comes into play because you'll all be living in your 5-minute cities. They're not going to be 15 minutes. These will be 5-minute ghettos, I should call them. And, and you'll be begging, borrowing and stealing to survive. I can see that. Adapting Medicare payment models. Wow, they're going to adapt the payment models for Medicare. Woohoo! Wow, when they say big changes are coming in the Great Reset, this is all of this. Nobody's thought about any of this, have they? Okay, value-based care. Medicare is already transforming towards value-based care models with incentives, which incentivises high-quality, cost-effective care. If they're talking about this mRNA garbage, no thank you. I don't want anything. If you get any type of gene therapy, I don't want it. That's experimental and it is tampering with the human nature, and I'm not into any of that. You only have to look at what it's done to the food supply. If you have GMO, modified food, it has no seeds. One life cycle only. And a lot of the time that cycle, the food doesn't have the same nutrients, it's not the same taste, not the same texture, and it doesn't have the same qualities. And it's one life cycle only. And when you start putting that in the human body in any way, it makes me think that we only have one life cycle too. Yeah, and I don't like that thought at all. I love people and I love life, and I don't want that to be taken away from me because somebody seems that they have the right or need to do it. No, thank you. AI-specific reimbursement. Medicare may need to create new reimbursement codes for pathways for AI-driven healthcare services. Wow, they've really thought about this, haven't they? Wow, I'm going to see if there's some deep diving into how that is all going to work, because they've even working out what when you go to the doctors and you have a special code, or a private health and you have a code and you can see what, how much money you might get back, what your payment might be. Or when you go to hospital and they work out all the codes for you and you know what your out-of-pockets are. They're already working all that out for the robotic side of things. How sick is this? It is sick. We don't even have it yet and they've already organised it and set it all in place. Wow. And this, I'm sure, will all be once they turn the switches off and we all go to the digital economy, and no thank you. Oh, and you need to watch the newest video of Dr. John Campbell, because the WHO treaty thing comes into play very, very soon. Everybody needs to tell their politicians we don't consent, because we're going to get stuck into this tyranny. COVID all over again. COVID case 2. We're going to get caught in all that crap, and they're going to try to poison us again. Okay, bundled payments. Wow, this is just too impressive, too depressing. So I have to have the iPad close to me, and I can't read and talk at the same time because my glasses aren't that fancy. Stakeholder. I hate that word, stakeholder. Oh, a steak is what you put in a vampire through their heart. That's what you do with a steak. You don't eat it. You might put it on a bruised eye or something, but you just put it right through their heart. Yeah. Stakeholder involvement. It's important to involve patients, providers and other stakeholders in the development and implementations of AI-driven healthcare solutions. I don't think they're solutions. They're part of the fucking problem, dicks. Oh, they're idiots. But anyway, think about it. Do your own research on it. Tell me what you think's going on, because I can't look into all of this. My cat's in the process of passing away and I'm a bit friggin' depressed. I've come on here to vent my anger and my frustration and my sadness, I suppose, onto this, because I can't deal with reality at the moment. It's just too bad. I can't deal with reality. But anyway, protect yourself. Gold and silver. But then again, you don't want that in your name, because then they'll just come after you with your unrealised gains on it. When your UBI comes in and you need to have something done, or you wanted, some treatment for something, and they say, oh, sorry, your UPI doesn't cover it, sorry, or you got a bad credit rating because you said something you shouldn't have said 10 years ago and we found it on the internet. Yeah, you might need to barter that. I don't know, but anyway. Oh, God, it's depressing at the moment. Yes, very, very depressing. But anyway, I'm going to sign off, and Godspeed to all. Godspeed.
It makes me sick what I do for this shitty planet.